Hi guys, welcome back to WePlaysSG where we unbox, review and show you how these games are played. So today we are going to unbox Quacks of Quedlinburg. So you can see here it's designed by Wolfgang Wash and it says he has won this Kenner Spiel, which is supposed to be a very prestigious board game award. So it's published by North Star Games, and so basically this the sort of category for this game is sort of push your luck as well as back building. So instead of deck building, it's a back building. So this is the side of the box. You can see it's about I think this is age 10 plus for 2 to 4 players and plays for about 45 minutes. So this is the box. So again, if you have watched my board game haul video, if you haven't, actually I bought this game through Carousel, through this buyer, which I would link his details in the description. I think he's a very reliable seller. I'm not getting any commission, but then I think it's a good deal buying from him. So, and all these are very it's real lah. I mean, I can't confirm that it's real, but it looks very real to me. So because I've actually bought games that are obviously fake, and so I think it still costs about 20 plus, not this game but another game, it costs about 20 plus dollars. So those are really you can feel that the components are really bad in quality. So okay, this is the back of the box again. So of course all this is bought using my own money, so this is definitely not a paid review. So you can rest assured that any opinions that I'm giving you is my own. So in this game you're actually playing as charlatans, or actually doctors that are making their own secret brew by adding ingredients. So all these are your ingredients here. So and each of the players will get a set of basic ingredients at first. So I'll talk more about it as I open the box. So let's start opening the box before I talk further. Oh no. Okay. So let's now open the box. Okay, so nothing fancy under the cover. So firstly we have, what's this? Oh, it's the rule book. So you can see here. So these are the different ingredient books. So you have two sides, and as you play more and more of the game, you can actually use different side of it to give you different combinations of ingredient, and this will actually improve the variety when you play the game. So these are the ingredients, these are some of the wooden tokens. So this is the contents. So very colorful. Okay, so that's it for the rule book. So this is further explanation of the ingredient books. So as I said, different ingredient books have different explanations for it, for the ingredient, and they're actually double-sided, so it improves the game variations. So you can see here, and there are also sides that they are meant for a different number of players. So there's actually quite a lot. And this is advertisement, I think. Yep. So yeah, actually they do have another game which is Taverns of Different Tau. So it's also it's a deck building game for that. Yeah, but it also is I think it's by the same designer. So we have our first cardboard. So I'll break this first. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a real game. So you can see, don't know if you can tell from the reflection, it's not the normal kind of sort of lousy cardboard, and each of it is very centered, which is why I always look for in this kind of cardboard tokens. So you can see that each punch is very centered, so it's not yeah, you get what I mean. So this is the sort of the scorekeeping mat. So you go through different rounds, so there's a total of 9 rounds, and you can track your victory points here. Yeah, and this one I'm not too sure what it is. Maybe it's the one that indicates a turn order or something. Yeah, so there's a back. So it's a very nice artwork, very vivid colors. So can try punching one out. So you can see over here. So it's a normal cardboard token. Yeah, but very easy to punch, and you don't like have some parts that is still sticking onto the cardboard, which sometimes will tear the cardboard if you're not careful. So this is good. So I shall put this aside. So wow, this is the ingredients. So again, you see each and every piece is punched really dead centered. These three are reserves. Maybe in case you lose some of them. So you can see a close up. So again, as I mentioned in the haul video, the what's that? Board Game Geeks, they actually have a plastic version of all these ingredients, which I think they're made of acrylic or something, which gives when you shake them in a bag, right, then it actually sounds like dice. So I think it's actually sort of a dice kind of material that they use. So these are the ingredient books. So what I like about them is I'll punch one out. Oops, so the purple one came out as well. So again, this is how the token is like. So you can see the texture to the cardboard from the reflection. So yeah, the thickness is like that. I suppose you can buy those there's this, I think, poker chip protectors. So you can actually store them inside. Yeah, and what you notice about this, their ingredient token, is it mimics a droplet of ingredient. So I will show you how it is when I put it on the player board later. So as I was saying, this is the ingredient book. So it looks very 3D, but it's actually flat. So this is really nice. So this is the theme that's going on in this game, is that their artworks all look very 3D. So it really looks like it's a book. So this is, can't really see what's this. Oh, so I think for certain number of players, you are actually removing some of these ingredients so that you don't use them, and it's indicated by the number of these bookmarks. So this is one of the ingredient book. There's several. And see, this is another one. See, this one has 1, 2, 3. This one has 1 and 2 here. So again, you can see the texture in the cardboard is very nice. Let's hope it doesn't wear out too fast. So that's always the problem with this kind of tokens, which is what I don't really like. But in this case, it feels quite nice. So I'll put this aside. So these are the other ones. Oops. So this is a black color ingredient. So it's very, I like how colorful it is and how 3D it is. So you can see it has this texture to it, which to me feels like it's good quality. Nice. So this is the player board, which is what I want to show you. Okay, so this is your player board. So I think I should punch one out to show you what I mean. So I'll move the pot to the side first. So you can see that this board, it looks really 3D, and these are a place where you put your, I think it's gems or rubies, and when you put it on here, right, then it really looks like you have a bag of rubies. And they have this flask. I suppose this belongs to the yellow player. So this flask has two sides. So this is the emptied side, and this is the one that still has sort of potion in it. So as you can see, it looks very nice, like 3D. So if you use it, when you use it, I think it's per turn, you can refill it. So you can use it once every turn, or you have to pay to refill it, I forget. But then when you use it, you can actually remove one of these white ingredient back into the bag. So this actually, you have this white ingredient that sums up to 7, then basically your pot will explode. So every ingredient actually has a number to it. So that's why white colors are the ones that you don't want to draw. So this one, actually where it goes is here. So you see, it actually looks very nice, very 3D. It's as though like this is in the picture, in the map. So once you finish it, you turn over and you put it here. So you see it almost blends into the player mat. So that's what I like about the artwork in this game. Yeah. So let's move on and see what else is here. So this is the point markers for the yellow player. So I suppose if you go one round around the score tracker over here, so once you go one round you complete, then these are the place to put them. So you flip over and it says 50 plus how many you have here. Okay, so we'll get rid of this first. So this is the red player. Oh, and they have it's actually double-sided. So you can see that player mat. So this was the mat that I'll show you just now. This is a normal sort of the basic gameplay, so you use this. So once you're more experienced, you can actually flip over and use this. So again, it has a slot for the potion over here. So same thing, and your jewel, your gem. Yeah. So this one is for the red poison, I think. And I'll show it to you. So this is for the red player. So as you can see, this red color, and this is also slightly reddish as compared to this. So you can see the different color. I like that the color is very subtle, so it's not very like obvious that this is red and this is yellow. When you only look at this, it feels like it's part of the art. But then when you see two, then you know this is yellow and this is red player. So this is again the green player. As you can see, everything is green. So this is probably the mat that I'm going to use, since I will usually play the green color. So as you can see, these are the ingredients for the white one that will explode, and this is a 1. It has a 1 on it. And lastly, this is the blue player. Can see it's blue color all over. So you see some actually have number 2 on it. Okay, so these are the rubies. So let's open one. Okay, as you can see, it's like ruby lor. But this shape seems weird. And what I can see at first glance already is that they have these nibs, which so you can see here they have these nibs that doesn't seem like it's cut off properly. Let's see the others. Yeah, this one also, but this one is still okay, not so bad. So yeah, that's one part that I look out for when I see these kind of plastic tokens. But overall it's okay. So they have a few bags for all your different ingredients, which is good. Yeah, so this is the one that I'm talking about. So I think these are the tokens that, or this is your starting token. So your pot actually starts at a certain point. So this is supposed to be for the green player, but it starts here. But I think certain powers or things that you can buy, right, can actually allow you to move forward, so that you actually start at maybe 8 instead, so you can reach further and gain more points. So all these are actually your points, and this is the ruby that you're gaining. Yep. So if you actually land on this spot and you stop, then you'll gain 1 ruby plus 5. So and then have, I think, 19 gold or something. Yeah, if I know, 19 is the goal that you have and 5 is the victory points. But then if your pot explodes, then you can only choose either points or coins. Yeah. And before I forget, so as I was saying about the ingredient, so you see the ingredient is actually in the shape of a droplet, like when you drip one sort of ingredient like a witch onto their cauldron, then you'll have this bubbling effect. So this actually looks like it, and you're supposed to put it here, so it kind of feels like you are dropping a drop of ingredient and then it bubbles like yellow color over here. Then if the next one will be purple color, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so for the ingredient book, which you can see here, I suppose one chip, red chip is 6 gold, and a 2 chip is 10, and a 4 chip is 16. So for 1 you actually place the other one next to it. For 2 you can skip, meaning you count 1, 2. It's easier if I show it here. So if you imagine that I'm using a 2 chip here, so this is the 2 chip, it will be here, and the next chip that I place will be 1, 2, which is over here. So you skip 1. So if I have a 4 chip, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Yeah, so the higher number here, the further you can go. So that's one way to progress further into the pot. So you can see if there are already orange chips in your pot, move the red chip forward according to the chart. So if you have 1 or 2, you move +1. So this is sort of like a combo. So if you have 3 or more, you move +2. So whichever number on it. So even if you have a 1, it acts like a 3. So that's the sort of power for this red color one. So this is the I suppose it's 2 player. So yeah, so 1 will cost 4. Oh no, I don't think this is 2 player because it's not a 1 player game. But anyway, so 1 chip is 4, 2 chip is 8, and 4 chip is 14, as opposed to this. And the power is a bit different also. So let's see. Put this chip aside after you have stopped drawing. Choose to either use it this turn or save it for the end of a future turn. Oh, nice. So you can actually, once you draw, you can actually don't use it. So after you have stopped drawing, choose to either use it this turn. So once you draw, you can actually, if I'm not wrong, you can actually save it. And once you decide to stop drawing altogether, you can use it immediately or in the future. So that means you don't have to clog up your bag with this the moment you take it. So that's not bad. That's one way of playing it. So this is the starting point. So as you can see, there's 1 for each color for each player. So this is the red thing that that I was talking about. Not too sure what it was for. But yeah, you can see it's a normal wooden token. So this is the only part that I don't really like because it feels too simple. Yeah. And there's this. So this is actually the round tracker. Yeah. So it's actually in the shape of a flame, which you put on to. Here's the board. You should put onto here, so it actually stays like this. So you can see, yeah, it looks something like this. So yeah. So yeah. And now we have, this is the dice. So it's wooden, as you can see. So I believe this you get the gem, the ruby. These you get 2 points. These you get a ingredient, if I'm not wrong, pumpkin ingredient. These you get to advance your droplet, which I explained earlier. These you get 1 point, 2 point, 1 point. So I think if you reach the furthest around the track, you actually get to roll these dice, which is also here, I suppose, this one. So yeah, and we have the cards. So every round you actually draw one card to determine what is the special thing that's going on for that round. So these cards are really small. Okay, it's not very small, but it seems like a weird dimension. Or maybe I haven't played enough games. Okay, so like for example, this one I get to move your droplet 2 spaces forward or take 1 purple chip. So it's a either or. So the moment, let's say I flip over this card at the starting of the round, so every player will choose to do either this or this. See, there's different color. So this one actually is an immediate effect. So you see, you can trade 1 ruby for any 1 chip, as long as it's not purple or black. And this one you get to, everyone rolls the die once and gets the bonus shown, so it's referring to these dice. And for example, this, take 4 victory points or remove 1 chip from your back, meaning the ones with the number 1 on it. So yeah, and these are the ongoing ones. You can see if your pot explodes this round, the player to your left gets any 2 chip. So it's the number 2 chip. So this is, any player gets to roll the die this round, rolls twice. So it's not immediate, but there's an effect. In this round, every orange chip is moved 1 extra space forward. And at the end of the round, all of us get a free refill. So I suppose a refill needs some sort of money. Flask is this. So if you empty it, you can refill it. So that's the card. So this is the bag. Wow. So these are 4 black bags. So let's take a look at the texture. So it's like a silky finish. I mean, I have dry hands, so this kind of finish actually like gets stuck to my skin a lot. So you put all your ingredients here. So you give it a shake and then you pick one out. So that's this. So you have 4 of them, 1 for each player. And so I think I've covered everything. So this is it for the unboxing. So of course I would go through how it's played and hopefully give you guys a gameplay of this game, and those videos will be coming up shortly. Of course, please subscribe if you haven't, and give this video a like if you like what I'm doing. So and also click on the bell icon so that you know when the next video is up. So that's it for this video. Bye bye.